54-foot field. Alliances of 3 teams each operate their robots from behind alliance walls at the ends of the field. 2 bumps extend across the width of the field and divide it into 3 zones. A tower extends upwards from the center of each bump, and a tunnel under each tower forms a passage between the zones. Robots play breakaway with standard soccer balls. The objective is to score points by kicking or rolling balls through the goals at your end of the field. Robots can use their cameras to track the vision targets above each goal, allowing them to target the goals from almost anywhere on the field. Each alliance starts with one of their robots in each zone on their side of the field. 1 ball is placed in the zone closest to their goal, 2 balls go in the middle zone, and 3 balls go in the zone at the far end of the field. The match starts with a 15-second autonomous period. During this period, robots try to shoot balls into their goals. After they take their shots, they move out of the way to avoid blocking their partners. This requires coordination between all members of the alliance. At the end of the autonomous period, human drivers step forward to take the controls. During the teleoperated period, teams control their robots and attempt to score in their goals. Balls can be scored in the goals from anywhere on the field. As balls are scored, the human players remove them from the goal and pass them to the center of the alliance station. The trident is used to place balls on the return rack to re-enter them into play. As robots attempt to score, they must also deal with opposing robots that may be defending their goal. Robots can drive the length of the field by going through the tunnels or across the bumps. When crossing the bumps, robots will have to drive carefully to avoid tipping over. Wise teams will design robots that can right themselves in case this happens. Near the end of the match, robots gather near the towers. Robots can get bonus points by climbing on the platform or hanging from the tower. Larger bonuses are given if a robot is lifted by or hangs from a partner robot from their alliance. Scoring is simple. Balls scored in goals are worth 1 point. Robots elevated on the tower or platform are worth 2 bonus points, and robots suspended from other robots are worth 3 bonus points. Good luck, and we'll see you at the competitions.
Let's hear from Dave. Before you start taking things apart, a really important design trade-off to consider. Hanging or climbing, slick wheels or sticky, balls up in the air or on the ground. You've got some really important decisions to make quite early.
Decisions that will stay with you throughout the whole build season. You know that no robot left behind thing in 2009? That's right. Every robot made it onto the field last year, and we're trying to repeat that in 2010. So take a deep breath and stay with us a minute while we look at the field before you start cutting metal.
And this year, instead of doing our usual mock round and mock robots, we're going to jump right into some of the subtleties and nuances of the game to help you figure out what's important here. Dave?
Okay, but first, let's get the field set up for autonomous play. Take the ball, put it in a legal spot. That should do it. We're set.
Hey, Dave, that looked easy in the animation. Hey, Woody, did that one count?
No, didn't count. It's got to stay in to count. You got to be careful not to really blast it like that.
Okay, Woody. I'll try the kinder, gentler beam. It worked.
That's it. But what's that inside the goal?
It's that memory foam. You know, like the stuff in the mattresses in fancy hotels. It works with the chain to keep the balls from bouncing back out.
Hey, that looks like an ordinary soccer ball.
It is. It's a standard issue, size 5.
Oops. Blue just lost control of that ball. He rolled all the way into the red end.
Ah, that's better. At least Blue didn't lose control this time.
Let's talk a minute about bumps and balls. Getting some subtleties like lock or backspin when you kick is easy with your foot, but getting a machine to do it takes real engineering.
Yep, there are a lot of techniques for kicking the ball. and every one of them will produce a different result.
That's 1 point for Dean. Let's see what I can do from back here.
Nice. But if I intentionally did this, I get a yellow card and a penalty.
And the officials will put the ball back into play at midfield as quickly as they can.
They're really hustling. What's the rush?
They have a limited amount of time to put the balls back into play. They'll be penalized. All the timing details are in the game manual.
It looks like the trident handler is going to be the bottleneck in the process. I'll bet the robots could be able to score a lot faster than the human players can return the balls.
So most of the time, some of the balls will not be on the field. That is probably important. The robots better make every shot count.
Okay, let's get a look at these robots. Hey, isn't that a new game?
Yeah, it's there because we never want to see anybody carrying a robot over bumps. In fact, isn't that prohibited?
Yes, it is too dangerous. The first offense gets you a yellow card, the second a red card.
So these are both legal robots. Both within the weight limit, both within the size limit, and both of them were built from the new upgraded kit of parts.
We put 4 sticky wheels on this one. It climbs great, but it looks like the steering's kind of jerky.
Yep, this setup may be pretty tough to aim using the vision algorithm and autonomy. It might even be hard to aim in teleop.
So this is a short bot with slick wheels. Let's see how it does.
We got it?
Hey guys, remember, no lifting over the bump.
Okay, well I see the traction's really going to be something to think about. Have to really watch what goes on with the center of gravity.
Let's add some weight to the tall bot's feet.
And that was only 10 pounds. That's clever. It's even legal. It won't let the ball get too far under the bot, but it still allows the robot to deal with the bumps on the field.
There are a lot of ways to do that. It'll be exciting to see how the teams do.
The robot's not allowed to hold a ball, but hurting is fine.
That's right. The robot can only possess one ball at a time.
That's not legal. Aside from potentially damaging your wiring if the ball landed on top of it, the robot is carrying the ball. That gets you a penalty.
That camera view is great for lining up on the center.
But that one is mounted too low. See the target.
So let's see how tough these robots really are.
Well, wait a minute, Dave. This makes no sense. Both robots have blue bumpers, same color, same alignment, right?
No problem. This year, teams can switch their bumper color very quickly. Okay, Kate, let her rip.
If I were to make a blackboard sketch of a kick mechanism, it would probably look a little like this. It's obviously too big for a real robot, but let's see how it works.
Okay, let's find out.
Whoa!
Now, clearly, kickers can have a lot of energy in them this year, so it's clear we got to be really careful.
Yeah, and it's not just that energy. They deliver that energy so quickly, it's a huge amount of power.
In fact, one of the ways to make that clear is to dry fire this mechanism. And it's very clear that unless you're careful, you can hurt your robot and or people.
And that's the point to remember.
Let's see what would happen without that rule.
That would be bad. Wow! Good thing we're almost done here. Let's see how the end game might look.
2-point bonus.
That's 2 more.
And that robot is touching only its alliance part. It qualifies for 3 points. They're up to 5 points. And there's plenty of room up here for another robot.
Nice job. But we're not done until we remove the robot from the tower. We've got a lot of weight, bad leverage, and sharp stuff to deal with here, so let's be careful.
Nicely done. That's it for the demonstration. We'll be here on the field talking with the folks in the studio audience for a bit. You're welcome to stay. In fact, we think it's a really good idea that you stay and watch until our satellite time comes out.
Well, I guess that's a wrap.
Actually, there's one more detail.
The code.
We'll see you all at the regionals. Good luck.